Good morning.
Good morning.
Two things new this morning. The first one, the more exciting one, is we're in the new motorhome. It's been a little bit stressful this morning doing the last minute packing. All new, we're still looking for places to put things, aren't we?
Nothing fits where it used to fit.
No, it doesn't. But we do have more space,
Yes.
don't we?
Yeah.
We're heading to Berwick-upon-Tweed this morning.
And this is our first time in a Caravan and Motorhome Club site. We've only just joined the club.
And I think it's my first trip to Berwick. I may have been before, I'm unsure.
Crash.
Sorry?
We're not going to crash.
About 31 miles. Continue straight on.
Just passing the metro centre over here.
Could have gone in there
For what?
just to look round.
Oh. This looks like the building we
that's-
turn off to
that's
Voyager.
Linda's, yeah, that's it.
So there's a campsite down there as well that I looked at that gets good reviews.
Okay. That's on the left-hand side then, isn't it?
Yes, as you go down. Yeah.
At the roundabout, turn right towards 50.
So I looked on Google Maps, there's a big go outdoors here.
Oh.
You got any camping equipment?
In 1 mile, at the roundabout, turn right towards 50. At the roundabout, turn right towards 50.
Yeah, as we get to the roundabout, if you look over to your left, there should be a big B&M, but we are turning right here. There you go, it's B&M Home Store.
Yeah.
Is,
Okay.
is that just a home store or garden centre?
No, that's a B&M. So I can go there, see if they've got any magic block.
Okay, and then this road
In half a
has
mile, bear right.
bumps on it, speed bumps. Orange is up. Oh, sound of seagulls. Microphone may not have picked that up. And this is where we go under the East Coast Main Line. This is where all the LNER trains come
right.
through. Just see the overhead wires there. We're going to go under the bridge. And the site should be on the right somewhere. The bridge.
Bear right, then take the first right.
It's quite a steep entrance. Looks far on the video.
It is, look at it.
It's not that bad actually. It looks worse than it really is.
Oh, what sort of dog's that?
Terrier, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is that a Wheaton?
yes it is. You're learning your dogs.
New arrivals. Park there and report to reception. There's only one pitch available that we in that corner, and there's a couple over there.
Right.
Or we can go on to the ones that we've booked.
Right.
Which are up there and don't have as good a view. It's all the way up there, you see.
Right.
If you don't mind those, we can just go on those. But this 13, was it 39? That one that's got the dots on it. If there's no caravan or anything on that, we can have that one.
Right. So they don't know if they're occupied.
They don't know if that particular one's occupied.
Right. Right, so we're coming up to 6 and 7 now.
No dog walking in the tent area. Okay.
And then
So we
it's
turn right.
8, 9 and 10 here.
There.
And then
But she said there might be a caravan or an only.
and then there's 36 where the Swift is. Which is...
I'm assuming it's that one. Is that it? It is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go on there? You've got the view over there.
Yeah, we'll have
You're
that.
right by the railway.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
We park between the pegs. Jesus, I can't tell how close those are.
No, let me have a look. I have no idea how close you are.
I think we're about there.
Okay.
But let's go and have a look.
Florence.
Let's have a walk around the site and show what the various levels and pitches look like. Right now we're on the top level, the highest level, which backs onto the railway. And we're walking along from our pitch, which is number 39, and counting upwards. To the right is a walkway down to the service area and the facilities block. The site was quite full when we arrived. It is the middle of July, but there were only a couple of pitches available when we checked in, even though we weren't that late getting here. So this goes to pitches 95 to 98. You can also walk down there to get to the facilities block by turning right. If you go down to the left, it takes you to the more pitches. And it's a dead end because of a locked barrier at the far end. There is a path past the barrier and it takes you down to reception. But you can't drive out that way, you have to come back up and go around. Moving further along, these are quite short pitches. In fact, there's one here that says 6 metres. I know there's some on the site that say 5. So to leave the site, you would turn right here. And this also takes you down to the bin store. On the left, there's some tent pitches. So that is where the exit is, down there. The bin store's on the right, but we'll come back this way. Carrying along the top, this is a no-through road. And again, you've got some quite shallow pitches here. Obviously you park sideways. Here's pitch 56, 57 and 58. On the other side they have some nice views. So if you come on to, say, pitch 79, currently vacant, you've got a really nice view. Yeah, it's over a missing hedge and just over the fence, but you're looking down over the, I was going to say the harbour area, but it's really the entrance to the Tweed. But yeah, these are quite shallow pitches. You certainly wouldn't want to be longer than 6 or 7 metres on here. Yeah, nice view of the bridges here. So as I said, if you're on some of these pitches, there is a limit of 7 metres. This one is an example. And near the end of this section on the left, there's another motorhome service point. So there's 2 on the side. One near the entrance or the facilities block, and this one here. Then once you get past here, you realise it really is a dead end. But there is a turning point here. So just drive forward, back in here, then turn to drive out. It's getting windy. So as we come back around the top part, we're opposite pitch 80 here, 80. And you can see again that this is to the exit on to the left. And we walked along from the other side to start with. Someone's put a little bird box on this tree. And there's the tent area I mentioned. Doesn't look exactly flat, but yeah. Here's the path you would come down if you come down towards pitches 95 to 98, I think it is. This is the exit barrier, and of course you have to tap your card against this one. You may have just heard a train go by. They're really not that bad. And of course the recycling and bin store. This is the usual glass only and various bits and pieces, and then general waste. Once you're down here, turn to the left and you have the reception building on the left.
Come on.
There's also an information point which we haven't been in, but perhaps we should. And there's a DVD library. So I guess if you've got yourself a motorhome or a caravan with a DVD player, there's a doggy borrow box. So if you're in need of a toy for your dog, frisbees, balls, and a bowl of water. So we're now at the entrance of the site. Sadly, this seems to be the only dog bin on the whole site. We certainly haven't come across any others. If you know of others, please let us know in the comments. while we're here, you may or may not be able to see there's a bus stop right at the end of the drive, and that's where you catch the bus to go into Berwick. We'll walk back in.
Come on.
So this is the waiting area for arrivals. You pull over to the left and park up. When you're just returning to the site, there's the usual entry barrier. And this one has a tap card or a touch card to open the barrier. This is an area for tents, so no dogs allowed on the tent area. It's fair enough. Beyond the tent area is the facilities block to the right and the motorhome service point to the left. This has the usual fresh water and wastewater, as well as a large drain in the road. The chemical waste is in the facilities block just over the road. Something to keep in mind here is that if you are draining wastewater from your tank, you're likely to be blocking the road for other users. If you are just filling with fresh water, then you can reverse a little into that area and use a hose pipe. If you pull your mirror in, then other users should be able to get by. Something just to be aware of. Another service point. Chemical disposal. Waste and drinking water. As I said, some of these are very short pitches with a maximum length of 5 metres. The next one's 7 metres, but you have to park sideways. I'm not sure if I've already mentioned it, but these are very narrow roads. Once you get up to this end of the site, the views aren't so good because there's trees here. I'm going to go on both sides. I'm not sure if there's a path around the end here or not. No, looks like not. It is a dead end. There's also no specific turning area. So if you come down here and you're not on a pitch and all the pitches are full, you're going to have to back out. We end up with pitch 21 here. And around we come. This is pitch 23, 24, 25. So this is the other one that's a dead end. It's higher up, you get slightly better views. If you're on the first couple of pitches, you'd certainly have a good view over the entrance to the Tweed. Definitely some bigger rigs up here too. This is pitch 29. Pitch 30. And we're all the way up to 31. So that's this area. So once we get back up here, or down here, and turn left, it will be going back up towards our van, and back up towards the top level. But there's one place we haven't been, and that's the mid-level down by the facilities. The pitch is 95 to 98, I think. Yeah, let's turn back up here. Here is home. So let's go have a quick look back at pitches 95 to 98. It is a no-through road, as I mentioned. There's also a service point along here, not a motorhome service point, but there is fresh water, wastewater, and yeah, looks like a chemical disposal point as well. This is the barrier I mentioned that will stop you just driving down through here. So let's walk back up. Somebody's got a nice Kentucky here. Good bit of driving to reverse that into there, I think. Looks like an Auto Trail V-line. These are 6.36 meters, I think. And there to the left is the path into the back of the facilities block. There's washing up to the left, chemical point to the right. From here the ladies is on the left and the gents on the right. And as we come round, let's walk back up this, what is now a pedestrian area, from the lower level to the upper level. So that was a full walk around, and I think we covered every pitch there. So we're coming to the end of our stay. It's the last morning here. Before we leave, we thought we'd give a quick site review. First of all, how much did it cost? Let me put my glasses on. I've got a little list here. Overall, £95.20 for 2 nights. We are mid-July, so I guess that's high season. This is our first time on a Caravan and Motorhome Club site, so the booking was the first booking we made. And we originally booked a site without awning, or a pitch without awning, because we don't have an awning on the van. And when we arrived, the staff, who were very, very helpful checking in, said, you're at the far end of the site, and there's trees there, you're not going to get a very good view, but take your pick, see which one you like. And I asked them if we could upgrade, and we could. It was an extra 90p, so £95.20 total for 2 nights. It's more expensive than we're used to paying on the Caravan and Camping Club site, but then we haven't been away much in July and August, so take that for what it is. The facilities block, toilets and showers, what do you think?
They were extremely clean. Every time I've been in, they've been clean. Could do with updating. The washing up facilities, again, could do with updating. And there were only 3 sinks, which for how many people on this site?
Yeah, it's a lot of pitches for one facilities block, but I guess that's all they've got room for. So, yeah, I mean, there were enough toilets and showers. They were all full once when I went in, but every other time there's been space. Laundry, there is a laundry here. There's 1 washing machine and 1 dryer. They're operated by card, so debit card or credit card. They're not coin slots. I don't know how much they are. Sorry. Grey waste, fresh water, chemical points. There's 2 motorhome service points.
There seems a lot of those.
Yeah, there's 2 specific motorhome service points, and then there's another 3, maybe 4. We'll have to count them on the video. points where you can empty chemical toilets, you can fill up with fresh water and empty your wastewater. So then I guess targeting caravans more than motorhomes. There's a large bin store. There's no dog bins on the site at all, and I would say this is probably the least dog friendly site we've been to in that way, in as far as there's no walk on site, there's no room for a dog walk on the site, and there are no bins. You have to go off site for the dog bin. Little disappointing. Mobile phone signal. We are with O2. I've got 3 bars of 5G as I sit here now. It's been fine. The site Wi-Fi was disappointing. With the Caravan and Camping Club site, most of the sites have free Wi-Fi and it works fine. Here it was a 1 hour free, and then you have to pay after that. You have to pay for the premium Wi-Fi. And I did a quick speed test. It was 0.89 megabits download speed, so not enough to watch iPlayer or any of those. You have to pay, which I think, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I think it's £35 a year for the premium Wi-Fi.
But if you didn't come back again,
well, that covers all the sites.
Yeah,
that's just
but if you never went back to this particular brand again,
well, then
you've
you
paid £35, haven't you?
You just wouldn't take it out, would you? Yeah. We were told at reception as we checked in that there was lots of takeaways that would deliver to the barrier, but you had to pay them in cash. Reception was very friendly, as I said earlier. There's also an information point next door, and there's a DVD hire point that's open during the day. There's a little touch card to get in and out. I know Caravan and Camping Club sites, it's a pin code that you put in. There's a card here, and you have to give that back when you leave. It is on a hill. There are 2 or 3 levels, but it's not a problem. The train track goes right behind where we are in the van. It's not been a problem for us, has it?
No, because we like trains.
We like trains, but it's not that loud. And through the night, it all dies down a bit. So
yeah, you don't hear them throughout the night.
Yeah.
I think up's gone 12, and then again, maybe gone 6:30 this morning.
But frankly, we're guessing because
Yeah.
we just didn't hear them and they didn't bother us. So we're heading off now down to Durham, which is another Caravan and Motorhome Club site. It's about 90 minutes drive, and hopefully tomorrow we're going to walk Durham. So if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. Anything else to add?
No.
See you next time.